Hey, what's up guys? It's Wolfgang back with another Dorkfish Collection review. And today we are going to review the McFarlane Mortal Kombat Classics Reptile. Let's get into it. Alright, and before we get started, let me just say this up front. Those who know me know I am not a huge McFarlane fan. I don't particularly care for the scale. A lot of times either they're sculpted well but can't articulate, or they articulate great but the sculpt suffers. And then majority of the time, regardless, especially in their DC line, there's not enough paint or accessories. And there's some of those issues going on here. But I'm trying to be open-minded. I really like Mortal Kombat, and I saw this figure and I kind of fell in love with the look of it, so I had to get it out of the package and see what was going on with it. So we're going to give it a fair shake here, and we're going to start, as always, with the box and then the accessories. Alright, going over the box right quick, you've got your McFarlane logo up top. You've got the Mortal Kombat logo there. The name Reptile pixelated just like it would be from the game. I do like how you've got the arcade set up on the front. You've got the pixelated backdrop. You've got some design down the side. You've got a nice picture of Reptile, as well as the quick briefing of Reptile from the game. So all of that together makes up the box. It is well enough. No issues there. And as for accessories, he comes with very limited stuff. The hands that you see on him in package, no spare head sculpt. He does come with these gripping hands, kind of soft pose hands. They're painted well enough. And then this small, kind of really flimsy display that says Mortal Kombat Classic on it. So as far as accessories go, I know that there's the deluxe version that comes in the 2-pack with, he's in the 2-pack with one of the other characters, and I don't remember which one. And overall, I'm not impressed with the accessories. McFarlane usually doesn't deliver a lot, but there could be a lot more. There could have been another head sculpt. I know you're getting one with the other version. You could have had accessories as far as like his acid effects. Something. There's something more that could have been had there. I think the acid effects would have done wonders. I think that would have been really what would have made it pop a little more. So as far as accessories go, not great. Almost non-existent. Box is fine. But that being said, now let's get into the aesthetic of the figure. In terms of aesthetics, I think he is significantly better than a lot of other McFarlane toys I have messed with. This could just be that the DC line gets the shaft. I know that their Spawn stuff typically is pretty good for what it is for a price point. I think that he looks great when it comes to shading and painting. I think they nailed it. The green is fantastic. That wash around it is great. Even across, you got the highlights. The eyes are well painted. Good sculpt. It's a little thin on the arms. The bicep is not great. And there's a little bit of fuzziness in painting around the knuckles. I'm not sure that I'm happy with it being skin tone on this side, but it is what it is. Sculpt all the way around is good. And for the most part, the paint is pretty good. Even the texturing in the pants, pretty well done. You get the texturing here. All that's pretty well done. I'm actually not mad at any of that. I think McFarlane nailed that. The look overall, I'm happy. I would say aesthetically, he's a pretty pleasing figure. I mean, the biggest thing that stands out to me is really the biceps. They're ugly. Not good biceps. But that is what that is. Moving along, let's go to articulation. And for articulation, head is on a, I believe, single ball joint or double ball joint. If it's a double ball joint, it's not cut well enough for it to make a difference. He does look down that far. He looks up that far, which is not very far. He can turn just fine. A little bit of wiggle room there. Just not a far enough cut to go up as needed when you get into bigger characters like Shao Kahn and so forth. That being said, his arm T-poses out all the way around, Got a little bit of a butterfly in there. Gives it some wiggle and rotation. Bicep joint. Double jointed elbows. You got the regular McFarlane pin and hinge wrist, just like any others. And then you got his abdomen sections here. You can see the cut in there. So he can kind of, because of the rubber, he can flex a little and go to the side, flex a little and go to that side, go forward, and then so you're using more of that one than of this one. I found going back creates a little bit of a hump, so you gotta be careful there. Don't want to pull or tear that. You can kick out. Now what I've noticed in here, I thought they had taken the articulation away in the thighs. It's the upper thigh. It's just really stiff is all, but you've got that thigh twist. You've also got the twist here, double jointed knee, kicks up that far, not bad. I wasn't sure I was going to like that break, and I still don't, but I do like how they did it here. It is what it is, though. You can only do so much with that. Then you've got your hinge, ankle goes up that far, down that far, toe hinge there, and then your ankle pivot is really non-existent. It's barely there. But you got enough. So articulation is not horrible. There's some parts, ankles, the head could definitely be better. For a $30 figure, this is my thought process. For a $30 figure, there's a lot of other ones I've messed with that are better articulated and or better sculpted to fit the articulation for that same price point. So I'm not going to say it's a bad figure. I am going to say there's a lot more that could be done, and I'm not still totally sold on McFarlane. I am getting Sub-Zero and Scorpion in, so I'm going to review them together because it's going to be a lot of the same. But I don't hate it, not as much as I used to hate McFarlane stuff. So we'll continue with this and see where it goes. But let's go ahead and get into size comparison. All right, and here I have him next to the Ultimate Super 7 Leonardo from Ninja Turtles. Ninja to Ninja there. Okay in scale, I guess. Turtles are not super huge, so it's fine. But then I have him next to the Jada Toys Guile. And clearly, as you can see, there's just no way to scale that right. You can do some different kind of stuff with photos, but and maybe in action poses you can kind of hide it, but he dwarfs him in size, so it kind of is what it is. McFarlane, I don't understand why they pick the scale they pick. And here you have him next to the DC Collect and Connect Killer Croc and a custom Mezco 112 scale shredder. Croc's a big beast anyways. You could definitely intermix him with this Croc and some of the other DC ones from the Build-A-Figure ways from those lines. Just the nature of the two companies being together. But just way too big for the Mezco scale, obviously. So I guess ultimately the question is, do I like him? Do I hate him? What do I think? Coming to the end of this, aesthetically, he is nowhere near as bad as I expected him to be. I still don't like McFarlane's scale. You can mix it in with Storm Collectible stuff and Beast Kingdoms and other lines of that nature, but they just don't mix well with 112 scale, which sucks because I am a huge 112 scale guy as part of my turnoff with McFarlane. But I can look past that to collect these and put them together. So I am going to suggest them. If you're a big Mortal Kombat fan, there's just nowhere else you're going to be able to go to get a hold of these. So for that reason alone, I would say get them if you're a Mortal Kombat fan. Now, that doesn't mean some other companies down the line might not pick up the line and give it a shot. I would love to see an actual 112 scale Mortal Kombat set with the different ninjas. But who knows if we'll get there. That being said, that's my thoughts. I am going to be reviewing the other Mortal Kombat as they come. Scorpion and Sub-Zero are next. Raiden probably after that. And we will keep it moving. But until then, thanks for watching. Comment down below who your favorite Mortal Kombat character is. And have yourself a killer day. Wolfgang's out. Later, guys.